I think the transgender and gender non-binary community, and let's say what gender non-binary is, persons who do not identify as a stereotypical male or female that the society expects them to identify as. These persons experience more violent attacks, more frequent attacks, and attacks from unexpected, even social and government services that they expect to be helped by. And part of the reason this occurs is because whenever we see difference, we become very confused. Human beings generally like things that are known. And when we don't know how a person identifies, it becomes a psychological threat to our own identity. I think reporting GBV is extremely important, gender-based violence. We can take a number of steps, including, although not always effective, the police stations, where we are doing considerable work to educate and inform police officers about the community. We can also use the services that are available widely, such as Ryan's Life Management. We can reach out and call those numbers. We can also report violent attacks at the accident and emergency stations in hospitals. Increasingly, the medical faculty at the University of the West Indies, Mona, is training nurses who are first responders to recognize members of the community and to respond positively to what we call psychological first aid when violent attacks are in fact reported. So your hospital is actually one of the places that you can go to when you are the victim of violent attack. Victims and survivors, and I myself prefer to focus on survivors rather than victims, because we hope that even given the horrendous nature of violent attacks, that the person will in fact become a survivor, become somebody who can readjust to a new life. And I would say that all of your hospitals, public hospitals, mental health care is free. So if you are someone who suffered trauma, for me, your first port of call is going to be a hospital. Why? Once you've reported it, you can then receive free mental health care to discuss the attack, to reduce the post-traumatic effects of the violent attack, and to receive some kind of healing for your own experience. And often we expect that someone who's been attacked will immediately have trauma. That's not the way post-traumatic stress works. So you could experience this trauma, these effects of trauma, even a year after the attack. Don't be surprised if that's happening. Reach out to your nearest hospital and ask for an appointment with the psychiatry unit. So for persons who are observers of someone else who they imagine or they think has been a victim of an attack, this is a tricky question. And yesterday evening in one of my lectures, we were discussing the effect of bystander reaction. Bystanders generally observe things but do nothing about it. Today in society, we're encouraging people to reach out to the same services that the victim would reach out to. Try to call Rise Life Management. Try to call into one of the hotlines for reporting violence. And even your police station can advise you as to what steps you can take. If it's someone above the age of 18, that's what I recommend. Someone below the age of 18, then I think you need to reach out to the Child Development Agency, the Ombudsman for that, or even the registry, because there you will receive very good information on how to make an anonymous report, which can then be investigated. It's important that we report these cases.